Hello and welcome to tonight's football broadcast in the Sierra Foothill League of these two rivals. It's Oak Ridge and Granite Bay coming our way after the national anthem. National anthem done by our excellent band here at Oak Ridge. We're ready to go for football. It's a beautiful night, mid-70s, just some cloud cover coming on. Oak Ridge won the toss, they will defer. I'm the play-by-play guy, Chris Maffio, joined by my color analyst, Mason Johnson. Mason, the records might not show for it or the rankings in the state for how competitive this matchup will be, but you know these SFL games, they always are close. So what are you expecting to see tonight?
I expect the defense try to put pressure on the QB. He's a third stringer for Granite Bay, and let's see if Coach Taylor can bring that pressure on and send a message defensively.
For sure, they're starting a freshman at quarterback. Not sure we have his name from the coaches, but Granite Bay, 2 quarterback injuries, results in their third string starting. And we'll see him to start the game here. So we're ready to go. It's Hensley to boot this one away. And a meeting at the field. See what's happening. Are they switching sides? They just want to defer on the other side. Kickoff just at 7 p.m. as it was scheduled to. Tonight, homecoming, so that's a big game for Oak Ridge. They're going to want to win this one in front of everyone. And Granite Bay, obviously, they want to spoil the party here knowing it's homecoming. Did it 2 years ago, 2021, 21-0 victory on Oak Ridge homecoming night. This year, Oak Ridge went measly 2-10. Much better now, and here we go. It's Hensley booting this one away, and we're off. This one will not be returned by Carter Jackson. He's someone you're going to need to keep an eye on tonight. Carter Jackson, the junior running back sensation. Averages 150 yards per game on the ground. Had Power 5 offers, but is committed to Cal now. 3-star running back in the class of 2025.
From Coach.
Here we go. Granite Bay is a run-first offense, so let's expect what you're going to see, and they're going to start here with Jackson. Pushing the pile, and you see physicality there. Picks up around 5 yards. A lot of pressure on this freshman tonight as he draws up the screen there.
As I predicted, there would be definitely a ton of pressure early and definitely probably throughout the game, especially on that screen pass you just saw.
He's going to have to face some ferocious pressure tonight from guys like Marcus Hoffman and Caleb Edwards. Marcus Hoffman, 7 sacks on the season, but he missed the first 4 games. So incredible numbers from him. He's someone that Granite Bay is going to have a lot of their hands handling. Granite Bay picks up 2 yards on that play. 3rd and 3. I'd expect a lot of shorter passes in the flat. Just get your running back involved.
Yeah, with the freshman quarterback in a big game, I don't want to take any risk early or just... Yeah, I don't want to just wait till the time is right to take the big risk.
There's that pitch to Jackson showing the speed around the edge. Picks up a first down out across the 35 or the 30-yard line. Pitch to Jackson this time. Trying to get to the outside. He can't. He's wrapped up in the backfield. There's Jason Womack on the tackle there. And it's a big loss of 4.
Womack, the two-way star on this Trojans team.
For sure. Womack, also a force to be reckoned with on the offensive side of the ball. Great running back. A lot of speed, a lot of shiftiness. And as a defender, also making plays like that. Big loss on the play. 2nd and 14. And he fumbles a snap. That ball is out. He picks it up. He goes down. And it's a huge loss. Going to set up 3rd and a mile.
Looks like this inexperience with the Granite Bay QB is really becoming a factor early right here, right now.
Noker just applying the pressure. There's Hoffman with the sack. That's his 8th of the year. And just a short run up the middle. Not going to get anywhere close to the first down. 4th down, they're going to bring the punt team out.
Great drive for the Trojans defense, sending that message early, as I said pregame, to that inexperienced freshman QB. Chris, what are your keys for the Trojans offense as they begin their first drive here after this punt?
You're going to get the run game going. You're going to get Orme and Womack involved because they're a deadly running back duo, both averaging around 100 yards rushing per game. They have combined 19 total touchdowns on the year, Orme with 12, Womack with 7. They like Womack's shiftiness. See if Coach Taylor draws up any interesting plays for him. Had him throw a touchdown pass about a month ago. What a play that was. So we get a look at this Trojan offense led by junior quarterback Joaquin Graves Mercado.
I think he'll be the one to watch tonight for this Trojans offense.
He's been having an excellent year, leading the Trojans to a 6-1 start.
After the departure of Maddox Roa.
Throw that screen press to the outside. It's Andrew Strutz picking up about 2 yards there. As Carter Jackson with the tackle, plays defense as well.
Just like our own Womack.
Carter Jackson, a defensive back, so playing all, not corner, not safety, just Joaquin fakes the handoff to Orme. Shuffling in the pocket, gonna throw this one away, sets up 3rd down.
Good decision by Joaquin. No one's open. You just don't want to take any big risks early on. Just throw it out of bounds. Do what you're supposed to do. And see another down.
So here's 3rd down. They like to use Caleb Edwards in these 3rd down situations, and why not target your 4-star tight end? Offers from some really big schools like Michigan, Nebraska, Miami.
I would definitely target my star receiver on this play.
You can see him out to the right, this side of the field. So 3rd and 8. They look his way, past the sticks, and a 1st down. Out across midfield, Trojans into Grizzly territory.
Excellent play call by Coach Taylor, getting Caleb in a nice coverage where he can just dominate the defender. Get a nice little slant route, I believe it was.
An out route. And that's a great throw from Joaquin, just getting it to tight window. And a 1st down to the outside. So 3 passes and a 1st down. They're going to hand this one off to Orme, who gets stuffed behind the line. He'd be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It might be a loss of 1.
Looks like the Grizzlies saw that coming from a mile away. Good tackle by the defense to snuff that one out.
2nd and 11. While this Grizzly offense might be sputtering a bit, just not having consistency at the QB position, just being plagued by injuries, that defense is still very good. And they know Oak Ridge in and out, as they play every year. These SFL games, they get tough, I'm telling you. Joaquin fakes the handoff to Orme, gonna roll out, and is gonna find Gavin Malloy, who takes a big hit, but he's got a 1st down. It appears
that was a big shot from behind. I was kind of expecting a little flag from the ref, but I guess not.
Malloy lucky he held onto the ball there. And it's a 1st down for Oak Ridge, down to the Grizzly 30-yard line. So, they've used a lot of play action passes. Like to get Joaquin on a boot. And it's resulted in 2 1st downs. Under some pressure, rolling out to his right, is going to take it himself out of bounds. And he stays down the sideline and gets a lot there, about 8 yards. So
Nice.
Shiftiness there.
Oh yeah, he was tiptoeing, staying on the rope.
I thought he went out of bounds, but they're gonna
he went out too.
They're gonna say gain of 1. They say he did not stay in bounds.
But that was a great run.
That's a great run. I think momentum might have carried him, and so 2nd and 9. Anderson all the way to the left, far side of the field.
Looks like he has a nice one-on-one matchup.
They're gonna motion Womack. He's gonna try to go around the edge, gets stuffed. It's a big loss on the play, around 4 yards. Sets up 3rd and long. And it's Frank Cusano coming in, making the tackle. He averages 9 tackles per game. This is someone that the Trojans going to need to keep an eye on defense here.
Jackson, the guy with 9 tackles, as you mentioned, are probably the 2 guys the Trojans need to kind of just spy on for the whole game.
Rick Usana, the middle linebacker, senior at 6'2", and Granite Bay is going to call a timeout, and we'll be back after this break. So midway through the first quarter, it's going to be 3rd and 12 for Oak Ridge, back at the 33-yard line of Granite Bay. They've pushed into Granite Bay territory, but tackle for loss on that run from Womack. Put the Trojans in a little bit of a difficult situation. Joaquin is going to get taken down all the way back near midfield. That play was blown up immediately. There's no blocking there. They're trying to set up the screen. Joaquin takes a sack. Huge loss. Takes him out of field goal range, and the punt team will come on.
Yeah, that was an excellent stop. Great pressure from the Granite Bay Grizzlies defense. Full steam ahead. Didn't take the foot off the brake or gas. And then capitalize.
I think just that screen took too long to materialize. Just a great play from that Granite Bay defense. This punt is pretty short. High up in the air, takes an Oak Ridge bounce, and is going to be picked up at the 20-yard line.
Good punt. Gives your defense a pretty good advantage for this drive to start out with. Put some pressure again on that freshman QB.
So Oak Ridge and Granite Bay played last year up in Granite Bay. It was a 16-17 win for Oak Ridge. Stopped a 2-point conversion in the waning minutes of the game.
And we were
there,
at that game.
calling it on Game Mike. Here they pitch this one to Jackson. And he's got room around the edge. Picks up a first down. And he's out across the 35-yard line. So it's a nice run from Carter Jackson. And that's why you put the ball in the hands of your 3-star running back.
Maybe this key for tonight for the Grizzlies to try and spoil this is just get that run game going, as you saw there.
You can't really overwork Carter Jackson because then the defense just knows what's coming every place. You got to change things up. And this is a first down out to the 37-yard line. They're going to hand this one off. Not Carter Jackson.
But that was even though that wasn't Jackson, that was a really good run from the backup. Looks like the Trojans playing for defense tonight will probably be trying to stop that run.
Trojans have struggled with the run. This one gets blown up just around the line. It'll be 3rd and short.
There was a positive for the Trojans' run defense right there. Swallowing up, blowing it up.
Well, they say he got to the line to gain, and then it got pushed back. So it's a first down for Granite Bay. They have the ball at their own 48-yard line. Moving the ball pretty well on this drive.
It's the run game that the Grizzlies are putting on the weakness of the Trojans' defense, really taking advantage of it and not slowing down, not holding back.
We were talking about with that Oak Ridge game versus Granite Bay last year on Game Mike. You can catch next week's game versus Whitney on Game Mike. Oak Ridge versus Whitney up in Rockland. We'll be there calling the game. Myself, my boy Brian, will be doing color. There's Gavin Malloy with the stop, and they pick up 4 yards on that one.
3 minutes left in the first quarter.
3:40. 3:40 left in the first quarter. No score, but Granite Bay's moving the ball pretty well. They have the ball out into Trojan territory.
Yeah, let's see if the Grizzlies can end this quarter on a really good note with the run game.
It's another handoff up the middle there. About 3 yards on the play. Gonna set up third down.
If you're the Grizzlies offense right now, third and long, what would you do right here?
It's 3rd and 4. This is definitely 4th down territory. Probably try a little check down pass in the flat to your running backs. And you can always go for it on 4th down. Goal right here could be pick up 3 yards right here. And they're going to get the first down, and they're going to get a lot more. To the outside, can't bring him down. Still on his feet. He's going to take this one all the way for the touchdown. It's Michael Nassif. 46-yard house call gives Granite Bay the lead.
Wow, what a play call. Run to the outside. That coming from your backup. Now, that really has to be a nice sign for Jackson and then the Grizzlies head coach.
Nassif and Jackson, they're going to complement each other. They're not going to overwork each other, give one more work than the other. That's an excellent run there. 46 yards on 3rd and 4, all the way to the end zone. And Granite Bay's up 7-0 early. So a perfectly drawn up touchdown drive from Granite Bay. Oak Ridge going to need to respond if they don't want this homecoming night to be spoiled. Here's a kickoff. It's a squib kick. Oak Ridge got it. That's Ryan Hickey falling on it. They'll set up shop at the 30-yard line. So that last drive stalled after they got it pretty nice into Granite Bay territory to the 50. Tackle for loss on a Womack jet sweep. And then a big sack trying to set up the screen results in them getting out of field goal range and punting.
I believe Coach Taylor will have a response after that drive.
And this Trojan team, they're no strangers to coming back. They're down 14-0 at Folsom. Made the game extremely close going into the 4th quarter. Came down from 14-0 on the road against one of the best teams in the country. 12-0 deficit at halftime against Grant. A few months ago they came back from. So they can come back from anything. It's 7-0. It's really not that big of a deal for them. There's a 5-yard run right there, 2nd and 5. They're going to motion Malloy. Hand off to Orme. Up the gut. He's going to pick up around 2. And crowd wants a flag. That could have been...
It would have been
Frank Cusano just tossing him on the ground, which would have been unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, that would have been a flag if that happened.
It is off, and it's 3rd and 1.
Pretty fast first quarter, don't you think, Chris?
Has been. A lot of runs, so a lot of clock running, but 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Granite Bay up 7-0. Should they try the tush push right here? 3rd and short. They hand it off to Womack, and Womack appears to have been stopped right around the line again. We'll see. They're going to signal it first down.
Big run by Womack there, extending the chains. Trojans will live to see another drive.
A lot of runs on this drive. Trying to get Womack and Orme involved early, because when this run game's going for Oak Ridge, it's very hard to stop them.
Just think about when they had Brees Hall last year.
Jake Hall?
Yeah.
Brees Hall plays for the Jets.
My bad.
There's Orme. Gain of about 2 on the play. Student section getting rowdy right now. Through 2nd and 6. Time ticking down in this first quarter. 40 seconds to go. In motion Womack. Joaquin's going to throw under some pressure. Dumps it off. This is Nolan King. Has blockers. Has first down and a lot more into Grizzly territory. Out to the 33-yard line. That is a perfectly drawn up screen pass there from Coach Taylor and perfectly executed from Joaquin. He was under pressure, he just dumped it off to King. It was right there.
The veteran King, showing his experience with this offense there.
Might let this one get all the way down to the end of the first quarter. 14 seconds left to go. See if they snap the ball. They do. Joaquin's going to throw. Fakes one pass, and this one's intercepted. It's Nassif there. He's down the sideline. One man to beat him. He's gone. Pick 6.
Wow, this kid is amazing. Showing it with the run game, then showing it reading the QB's eyes, then scoring on the defensive end as well. He's been extraordinary tonight on both ends.
So it's going to be 13-0 Granite Bay as time is expired in this first quarter. Trying to make it 14-0 here. This Oak Ridge crowd is stunned.
They're really making a statement on that sideline.
That kick is good. And it is 14-0. So we're going to go to the second quarter. Oak Ridge in a big hole early. 14-0 Granite Bay. So a huge blunder there from Oak Ridge. A pick 6 just as the first quarter is ending. They probably could have been better off just...
Yeah, just not deciding.
Could have been better off not taking the snap, but...
Yeah.
Like the aggressiveness there, and that's just an excellent play. You can't do much about that.
That really was aggressive. That really stung. Maybe that might be a momentum shifter if
Well,
the
Oak Ridge
dub
is,
results in Granite Bay.
as we said, no strangers are coming back.
They are definitely not strangers. We definitely see this fight in this Trojans team, and we know they won't give up. See Struts in the slot. One-on-one matchup.
And a flag. This is going to be false start against Oak Ridge. This will be 1st and 15 now.
Brutal play to start out the second quarter.
If you're Oak Ridge, you just need points here. It could be a field goal, it could be a touchdown, but
Just take what you can get. at this point.
About a 3-yard gain there. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Well, you can follow us at Trojan Pride 80 on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok for coverage of fall sports as we wrap it up in this final month of fall sports and head into winter sports. Basketball, soccer, wrestling, alpine.
Definitely can't wait for b-ball season.
Joaquin gonna toss one deep. He's got a man open with separation. It's Jaden Anderson taking this one the distance. What a response.
What a play call by Coach Taylor. Get the one-on-one matchup with your speedy outfielder or speedy receiver in Anderson. Anderson put the burners on, cooked the defender, and then takes it to the house for 6.
My goodness, what a throw. What a throw from Joaquin Graves Mercado right there. Dropped it right in a bucket.
Coach Taylor going deep in his bag.
We got fireworks here. A minute into the second quarter. Hensley trying to make it 14-7.
That was a dot by Joaquin. Couldn't have placed it any better.
And that extra point is blocked. Had a chance to return that one for 2 points. But it'll stay at 14-6. Oak Ridge responds with the Jaden Anderson touchdown. So Oak Ridge going to kick this one away to Granite Bay. Granite Bay had a nice touchdown drive with all runs, capping it off with a 46-yard touchdown run from Isaiah Ennie.
Chris, with the ALCS, NLCS, what are your picks for this weekend?
ALCS Lone Star Battle. I don't know if I can bet against the Astros.
Yeah, I don't know if I could bet against Dusty Baker.
It's Bruce Bochy in the playoffs versus Astros in the playoffs. Unstoppable force meets a movable object. Not sure what to expect. Going to be an incredible series. Can't wait to watch that one. Then
I'm calling a 2022 rematch.
Then in the NL, I love the story from Arizona, but I think Philadelphia is just too good of a team.
They're just really hot right now.
And the 2022 rematch, Astros versus Phillies. It's going to be fun to watch.
That game's going to go 6 or 7 again.
So here's Carter Jackson going up the middle, has a big hole there, picks up a first down, 10 yards.
This run game is just splendid from the Grizzlies offense. It is special to watch right now.
It's humming. It's a well-oiled machine right now. You got Carter Jackson, Isaiah Ennie in the backfield.
And Trojans just, they don't really have an answer for it.
So here's another run. It's Carter Jackson, flagged down. Powered his way for around 6 yards there. We'll see what the flag is. And Granite Blade player is down.
Maybe an unnecessary roughness, or maybe let's see what the official ruling is.
And we'll step aside with this injury. Injured player was number 55, Keith Tapuosi. He gets up.
We're just glad he's okay and was able to get the help he needs to walk off the field.
The Oak Ridge athletic trainers or sports medicine team was there on the spot, so they're always there. Very, very trained group of individuals. We're ready to start back up. So it was a hold. The hold was on first down, so it's going to be 1st and 20.
Let's see if that penalty could be a really big advantage for this Trojans defense.
They're going to go half the distance to the goal, so 1st and 17. See if they draw up any more run plays. They do with Jackson. Bounces to the outside, down the sideline, jukes a man. He's got a really nice gain right there of about 10 yards. You see there, they were not able to bring him down, and he just goes, bounces off a tackler, then with a spin move. That's why you give the ball to your best player, Carter Jackson. Cal commit. They're going to be getting a great player.
Best player will always make the good plays for you.
So they pick up 13 there. 2nd and 4 now. Out at their own 37. Second and 4. They fake the hand, or they give it to Carter Jackson. Nowhere to go, and he's stuffed in the backfield. It's Gavin Malloy and Marcus Hoffman combining for the tackle for loss. It'll be 3rd down.
Good teamwork.
3rd down and 7.
Good teamwork and communication there from Malloy and Hoffman on the same page and just blowing up the play.
So here's 3rd and 7. They're going to throw under heavy pressure. It's Hoffman and Malloy right there. He drops it there. That's Daryl Turner Jr. Just dropped it because that would have been a huge loss. And Granite Bay is going to punt.
Looks like Malloy and Hoffman are really on the same page right now. And it's paying dividends.
Causing havoc in the backfield. So it's a nice punt. Here's Jaden Anderson to return it down the sideline. Gets it out to around the 40-yard line, and that's where the drive will start for Oak Ridge. They're down 8 on that blocked extra point. So, Mace, you're expecting some kind of response here because you're still down to score like what we saw with that perfect ball to Jaden Anderson. Here's May up the gut. Picks up around 3 on the play.
So it looks like we got 2nd and 5 right here.
Second and 5. Joaquin gonna hand this one off to Orme again. Up the gut. Picks up right near the 1st down. So it'll be a 1st down. Out to midfield. Fresh set of downs. We're going to go to Womack this time. Gliding his way for around 7 yards.
Good back-to-back runs by the Trojans offense.
2 first downs or near first down. 2nd and 2. When you can get these 2nd and short situations, that helps the offense out so much to avoid 3rd and long. Hand it off to Womack again. Up the middle. Has a hole. Jukes the man. Still going down to the 11-yard line.
What an excellent drive. Started with Romay, but then Womack. Now this run.
This Oak Ridge run game is humming right now.
Starting to turn up. Let's see what Coach Taylor has planned for here with around the red zone or the goal line.
Red zone, they like to use Caleb Edwards.
Definitely one of the best in the business in the red zone.
They're going to go to Womack around the end. Breaks a tackle. Still going. He's going to take this one down to the 2-yard line. Broke 2 tackles there.
That play should have been blown up by like the outside of the box. But Womack knocking it up without a fight. Fighting for more yardage. Looks like we got 1st and goal for the Trojans offense.
Now you're just going to look to punch it in. Use Womack or May. Situation Oak Ridge thrives in. That's when you can do it.
Either call as long as you get points.
They're going to give it to Orme. Right up the gut and in for the touchdown.
Looks like his head maybe just broke the plane just by an inch. And Romay gets in for the Trojans' 2nd touchdown.
And Oak Ridge going to go for 2 here to try to make up for the missed extra point. Just like that, Oak Ridge in position to tie this one after going down 14-0 so swiftly.
Very risky play right here.
And it looks like they're going to just kick the extra point. Now they shift their formation, so they were faking it, trying to draw them off guard.
Let's see.
Not really sure what's going on here. They go to Womack around the edge. He's going to throw it, and it's broken up and picked off again. Going to be no return there. That was interesting play call right there.
That was a risky play call, more than interesting.
It looked like Joaquin was going to throw behind. There is no offensive line there. So it looked like he was going to throw there, but they handed off to Womack around the edge. He's going to throw. He has a passing touchdown on the season, trying to find his man in the back of the end zone. But it's broken up, picked off.
That looked like a little trickery play after faking the kick.
It's going to stay at 14-12. Oak Ridge going to kick this one back away to Granite Bay. Granite Bay, definitely you need to add on to your score here. Field goal, touchdown, because Oak Ridge just stormed back with 2 quick touchdowns. You can't let Oak Ridge run away with this game after taking momentum back. So Hensley boots it away. This one will be returned out to 28-yard line. So almost 6 minutes to go until halftime. So they go Wildcat here. Under center here, this is Carter Jackson trying to get to the outside. And he's going to be tackled, but a gain of 5. He's one broken tackle away from ripping off a big one.
Maybe that last defensive drive might have just woken up this Trojans defense.
Giving up that long touchdown run, definitely. It could be something where Oak Ridge just says, like, this isn't going to happen every drive. Just a fluke play right there, and we won't let that happen again.
Maybe that touchdown might have just kept them on their toes.
And then the pick 6 gives more points to Granite Bay. Here's Carter Jackson, not really going anywhere. Could have been a loss on the play. 3rd and around 3. So it'll be 3rd and 4. There's no gain on the play.
Was that like the Levi's thing?
The horn
noise?
they like to hype up the crowd with.
Yeah.
He's going to keep this one himself. Look like NA, and he's tackled just at the line to gain. We'll see where they spot him. But this is 4th down territory anyway with how close that was to a 1st down. So they'll bring the sticks out. And if that isn't a 1st down, it's going to be 4th and an inch. And you can just try the QB sneak there. Brotherly shove, the tush push, whatever you like to call it.
Just had the whole pile push the QB.
I don't know if Granite Bay could run it as well as the Eagles do. I don't know if they have Jason Kelsey and Jalen Hurts on their O-line, but about an inch, you could pick it up with the QB sneak. Chains are out, and it appears to be stopped short at a glance. And it'll be 4th down. You can bet that they're going to keep the offense on the field here. So 4th and inches here. Offense stays on the field. You have 2 excellent running backs. So Joe Catalico draws up here for his team on 4th and inches. And powering forward has the 1st down. Granite Bay will get a new set of downs here. It's Carter Jackson picking up the 1st. So here's 1st and 10 after the 4th and inches conversion. Handoff, NA, going nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play, but around 3 yards. Second and 11. They lose 1 yard on the play right there. It's Annie around the edge. Slips a tackle. Still going. Picks up the 1st right around midfield. He was one slip tackle away from right there from nearly taking that all the way for a touchdown. Oak Ridge has not really had an answer for this Granite Bay running game thus far. Time ticking away here in the second half, or the second quarter, first half. 2:49 to go. So Granite Bay is going to want to take this one all the way to halftime. They're going to spot this ball. And it's a first down. Apologize right there for the disconnection. So give the first down to Granite Bay from the 47. Right around midfield. A field goal, touchdown, even better for them. They're going to set up the screen to NA. Doesn't really have blockers, but he breaks a tackle. Down the sideline he goes into Trojan territory, out across the 45.
These Grizzlies tailbacks have been really been a thorn in the Trojans' defensive side all night long.
And how about this offensive line for Granite Bay? Just laying out excellent blocks on the screens and on the designed runs. They've been doing really well this game against this Trojan defense. Granite Bay quarterbacks only attempted 2-3 passes, and yet they still have the lead. Testament just to how good the running game of Granite Bay is. It's under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Granite Bay working the ball into the Trojan side of the field. And a flag. This is going to be false start on Granite Bay. We'll take them back to the 49-yard line. The clock will continue to run. Looks like Granite Bay just wants to make absolutely certain that Oak Ridge isn't going to get another possession on offense. They're going to set up the screen. This is way behind the line. Looks like NA just getting back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Looks like he made the mistake of going out of bounds there, which is going to stop the clock and give Oak Ridge potentially a chance at a 1-minute drill almost. But 3rd and 7, this is a difficult situation because you really need to pass the numbers here. You want to get a first. Big 3rd down. Back at their own side of the 50, at the 49. They're going to throw. Going to lob this one up. Too far for his intended receiver.
Not a bad play call in a situation like this.
He's looking for Isaiah Ennie downfield and just overthrew him. So they're going to punt here. The 1:07 to go. There's the punt. And it's Anderson fielding it. Signals fair catch. Oak Ridge will start at the 20. With a minute to go, trying to put some more points on the board here in the first half. It's 14-12 Granite Bay. Joaquin taking the snap, going to throw a little screen pass. This is Anderson, or Womack. And it takes a big hit out of bounds. Is there any flag called? No flag. It stops the clock as he went out of bounds. So 55 to go. Oak Ridge down 2. Field goal here would be nice to give you the lead.
as well as you receive the ball to start the second half. You could add on to that.
So Trojan defense buying into the philosophy of bend but don't break. They gave up a lot of yards rushing on that one drive, including a big run from Carter Jackson, but then they make a stand at midfield, preventing them from going any further or getting any more points on the board before halftime. Give their offense a chance, maybe get some points of their own. Joaquin gonna throw over the middle. Here's Womack cutting, takes a huge hit right there. Frank Cusano. And Oak Ridge takes a timeout. So there will be 48 seconds left to go. The Trojans are in prime position to get some more points on the board before halftime. They're down 2. Ball at their own 47. For that nice catch and run over the middle from Jason Womack. Joaquin escaping the pocket. Can't get away there. And he takes a sack. He's going to lose 2 yards there. And Oak Ridge is going to the clock run. Or Oak Ridge is going to take another timeout to stop the clock at 42 seconds. So Mason, we got NFL Week 6 this Sunday, so some good games. I'd say the game of the week would be Seahawks-Bengals, 2 really good teams. Bengals looking to get back on track. Who do you have in that game?
I'm going to go with the Seahawks, trying pulling through.
I feel like the Bengals might be just, a little bit. I mean, Burrow's injured, but you get that win over Arizona last week. He looked a lot better there. Seahawks looking like a really good team. Say they've assembled the Legion of Boom 2.0, but when you're playing Daniel Jones, anyone can look like that. Another game, Niners versus Browns. A lot of guys on the Browns are out. I think the Niners should cruise their way to a win there. You can't be too sure with these backup quarterbacks, though. 42 seconds left to go. Joaquin gonna fire one deep. Has a man just out of his reach. Anderson was open. And he would have walked in. But instead, it'll be 3rd and 11 back at the 45. "37 seconds left to go until halftime." You can see them just running down the clock here, potentially. Instead, they're going to throw past the sticks. It's Edwards making moves on the outside. He's got a first down into Granite Bay territory, out to the 39. Oak Ridge not calling a timeout, it looks like, but the clock stops as a first down. Clock rolling now. 27 seconds left to go. They spike it. Need about 15 yards to get into Hensley's range. So it's second down at the Grizzly 38-yard line. Joaquin dropping back. He's going to escape some pressure. Thought about throwing it. Still going. He lost the football. Granite Bay's got it.
What a crushing blow to the Trojans' offense.
And while Granite Bay might not try to score here, that just removes any possibility of Oak Ridge getting any points here before the half because they had a really nice drive going. And I like that decision there from Joaquin, just seeing no one's open, escape the pocket. And that's a great play from Granite Bay to punch that ball out. And they're just going to kneel on this one, take us to halftime. So it's 14-12. Granite Bay trying to spoil homecoming here in El Dorado Hills. We go to halftime. So this past month, we lost a giant in the El Dorado Hills community, Vince Minnie. He was an incredible man whose impact on these kids, on this team, on this field tonight cannot be said enough. He pushed these kids to always do their best, never give up, and to just be the best young men that they can possibly be. And it shows in this community just his impact on everyone. Rest in peace, Vince. You will be missed dearly by this El Dorado Hills community.
We love you, Vince, and you will be missed.
So, halftime just about over. Homecoming, festivities, performances from the marching band and the cheerleaders and the dance team and the homecoming royalty. Ready for 24 minutes of football to decide who's going to win here tonight. 14-12 Granite Bay. Granite Bay was up to a 14-0 lead at one point. Trojans came back. 2 touchdowns. They missed an extra point, then missed a 2-point conversion, and here we go. It'll be Jaden Anderson returning this one. He gets stood up at the 20. And that's where the Trojans will start this drive.
The Grizzlies are 2-0 in league, 5-2 overall. They are on a 4-game win streak as Oak Ridge tries to cancel that win streak and build a 2-game win streak of their own.
They lost to Folsom on September 29th. And I mean, Folsom on the road, not much you can do about that, just given how good of a team Folsom is and how good of a program they've got. But Oak Ridge kept it pretty close until the fourth quarter. The 42-21 final is not indicative of how close that game was.
No, it wasn't. It was tied 5 minutes left in the fourth, but Folsom overpowered Oak Ridge, and it ended up being a big scoring win for Folsom.
It's been 18 years since Oak Ridge beat Folsom, and it's going to happen any minute now. But got a win in Whitney, 42-35. A shootout against Whitney, Del Oro. Shootout against the Golden Eagles. They're 6-1 on the season, looking to make their fans happy here on this homecoming now. There's already a mass exodus of students out of the O-Zone. It's a good game. Got to tell them to stay. So here's 2nd and 8. Joaquin drops back, gonna throw. Launching one down the sideline. Anderson picked off.
Not a good read there by Joaquin. He tried to 50-50 ball it, but it was not in Oak Ridge's favor, and it's picked off to begin the third quarter.
There's 19 right there. Just Jason Hill Jr. is getting over Anderson and picking that one off. Granite Bay negates Oak Ridge deferring to start the game. And they'll set up shop at the 35-yard line.
Fun fact as the third quarter begins, if Oak Ridge wins tonight, this will be Coach Taylor's 200th career win.
He won 200 last week in Del Oro.
Oh, yes, my bad. That's correct. So 201. That's my bad.
Later 200 win game here at home. So here's a Granite Bay offense. Sano in motion. They hand off to Carter Jackson. Gets tripped up. A gain of about 6 right there. Nearly ripped off a big one. And it seems like Carter Jackson has been almost getting a huge run all night. He's just been breaking tackle. He seems like he's always one missed tackle away from taking it all the way.
Yeah, number 3, Carter Jackson, has just been a stud in this game. And honestly, if the Grizzlies didn't have him, they might not be winning this game.
And him and Isaiah Ene are just giving the Trojans a lot of problems in the backfield. But it's a bend not break philosophy as they've made stops and only allowed 1 offensive touchdown. It's Carter Jackson there, not able to haul in the pass.
And it'll be 3rd and 4 on the 41-yard line with about 10 minutes to go. See what Oak Ridge can do here on 3rd down. Maybe stop and get the ball back, change momentum, and take the lead.
Your defense getting a stop here would be huge, just in terms of you give up the interception, but nothing really becomes of it. So just essentially just turn it into an arm punt, not anything else, which there's nothing wrong with that. So here's 3rd and 4. And a flag thrown. This is going to be ball start against Granite Bay. Set him back 5 yards.
Move him back. Move him back. You can't do that chance from the Oak Ridge O-Zone. And now it'll be 3rd and 9 on the 36-yard line.
And this changes how you're going to draw up your play here, because they're showing they're aggressive. They're going for it on 4th. But you get 4 yards here. Instead of it being 4th and an inch, it's 4th and 5, and you suddenly can't really go for it on 4th down. See what happens here. He's going to throw this one. Under pressure from Hoffman. He goes down. Let's go of the ball.
Smartly gets rid of it into no area so no one can pick it off.
Bo Gordon had a chance to run over and pick it off, but it's a sack for Oak Ridge. Hoffman, his 9th of the season. 4th and 9 here. They're going to punt. Hoffman has just been racking up sacks since returning from injury against Clayton Valley about a month ago.
Oak Ridge defense gets to stop, which is what they needed. Now, offense coming off that pick needs to show something.
Anderson's going to return this punt. Going to go to the other side.
Gets to the edge.
Far side of the field, down the sideline.
He
Still
keeps
going.
going.
Breaks free, but he's out of
stepped out
bounds. Ooh. Looks like he would have only had one man to beat there and could have gone all the way. Seems like Jaden Anderson's just been waiting to rip off a big one all night on the punt return.
Just gets to the edge and then just uses his speed. Gets an extra 10 yards.
So Trojans will have excellent field position to start this drive. So protect the ball, get that run game going. And Oak Ridge could be in line for some more points.
Grizzlies in a cover 1 defense with 1 high safety.
Up the middle goes Orme, picking up around 5. Looks like they like to use Orme and Womack in different situations. They like to use Womack just because he seems a lot shiftier. They like to use him more in jet sweeps, end arounds. And like to use Orme, just pound that rock philosophy up the middle. Different situations. And they both work so well, combining for 19 touchdowns on the year. 20 now for Orme. Punch one in the second quarter.
2nd and 3 here on the 49-yard line. In motion. Handoff.
Here's Womack around the edge. Picks up around 1. Going to be 3rd and short. So this is 4th down territory for sure. So you don't get it here. Call a play with the intention of you can fall back on 4th down because you're going to go for it.
$8:15 and running left in the 3rd quarter.
And
has Oak Ridge taken a timeout?
Seems they're going to bring the chain gain out. See.
I'll review the spot.
It's pure that he was short. Just by a little bit. And the chains.
And I think he is.
Confirmed that. Looks like it was short of a 1st down by a Sterator index card. We'll see.
Oh no, it called 1st down.
So Womack powers forward, gets the 1st, out into Grizzly territory.
And the Oak Ridge crowd goes wild. 1st down Oak Ridge. Tight formation with a halfback in the backfield.
And that ball over the head of Joaquin.
Joaquin
going to try to keep this play alive. Rolling, throwing.
Just throws it away.
Throws it away.
High snap there. Joaquin handled it well, picked it up, rushed to the outside, threw it away.
That's a great play. Not taking the sack right there.
Yep.
He was able to get to that ball fast enough and just throw it away.
Yeah, not putting the ball in harm's way, making sure that the offense keeps the ball. And now it will be 2nd and 10 on the 46-yard line.
They're not going to call intentional grounding. Didn't look like there was a receiver in the area, but
I think he was out of the hash marks, though.
It was just throwing that one away. So outside the numbers. So 2nd and 10 after that mishandled snap, which only results in loss of 0. Joaquin going to fake the handoff to Womack. Dumps it off to Caleb Edwards, who gets tripped up for a gain of about 5 yards there.
And they need to use this guy more. Caleb Edwards, just a beast. He's the 4th-ranked tight end in the nation. Has a bunch of recruits. Hasn't committed to one yet, I don't think.
Not yet, but Could assume that maybe in the coming months could recommit, decommit any time. But they love to use him as a blocker. They love to use him defensively, and they love to use him as a red zone third down threat. And you saw that in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, red zone threat for sure. He's like 6'6", 250, just a beast.
Huge frame. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and 3. They're going to hand off Womack or May. Didn't get the first down. It's going to be 4th and 3. So see if they go for it here. This is 4th down territory. You need points here as you approach the midway mark of the 3rd quarter. You're still down 2, and that's what they're going to do.
And they will, yeah.
Bring in Andrew Strutz.
See what Oak Ridge can cook up here on 4th down. 4th and 2, short yardage play.
Not really sure they're going to try to run it here. Could be
Put
too
a lot
far.
in the box. No high safeties.
Sormay in the backfield.
They
bring
heat.
pressure, and they've got a first down. To the outside, it's Jaden Anderson.
Move
Trusty
the change
slot
there
receiver.
for Oak Ridge.
I like to use Jaden Anderson a lot in the slot, but I've noticed they've been going to the outside a lot with him. And he's the leading receiver for this team with averaging around 60 yards a game. Had that really nice touchdown reception in the 2nd quarter on that beautiful pass from Joaquin Graves Mercado. The Trojans are in business. 1st and 10 from the 33.
Again, tight formation here.
Womack goes nowhere. Brought down in the backfield. That's Kai Randall.
They read that. Had a lot in the box. Saw it. Got him.
Read it like a book there, and that's a big loss there of about 5 yards.
As we go under 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd, the Oak Ridge Trojans are on the 38-yard line, 2nd and 15.
So here's 2nd and 15 from the 38. Keen to throw. Gonna throw one too high, and that was off the fingertips of Isaiah Ene. He nearly had that one for his 2nd interception. Pass was intended for Adam Feuerbach. And so now 3rd and long, and this drive could be in peril after that big loss, big tackle for loss on from Womack.
One positive of Joaquin is he's got some legs, man. He can get outside the pocket and scramble. Maybe a play action bootleg, get him outside the pocket. If he doesn't have anything, let him tuck it and run.
Definitely not confined to the pocket. He got a lot of speed, can run. So it's Orme in the backfield. Joaquin to throw. Under a lot of pressure, fires one over the middle. This one is behind his intended receiver, Jason Womack. And so it's 4th and 15. They're going to bring the punting unit on. Too far for a field goal. This would be about 55 yards. So, punt this one back to Granite Bay, and it'll stay 14-12 momentarily. The Oak Ridge defense has done an incredible job of stopping Granite Bay from scoring any points after that one touchdown, that big run from Isaiah Ene. So you have a lot of trust in your defense here.
Hang time from the punter. Let your team get down there and maybe pin him inside the 5. Let's see what they do.
Punt is up. Good punt.
And they'll be at about the 10.
At the 10. So a nice start for this Oak Ridge defense by Malloy and Hoffman, who have been all over the place tonight.
Let's talk some NFL, Chris. As a Niners fan, I'm excited for the Niners at Browns. Brock Purdy, even though it's raining, I think Brock Purdy will own the competition. And as Ben Kurt said, former NFL QB, he looked at Brock Purdy's stats, and he said that Brock Purdy's success came from his footwork. As you could see,
his calmness.
His feet were always set, and his transfer of motion led him to all his completions.
Go
in the
wildcat
Cardinals
formation
game.
here, and it's NA, a lot of room, breaking a ton of tackles, picking up a huge gain out to the 30-yard line. So they pin themselves out of the 10-yard line. They've got a lot of breathing room here out to the 32. Like you were saying about Niners at Browns and Purdy, just the poise from him. You
Yeah.
know, not nervous in the pocket like Jimmy was.
He's
And I
so
think the Niners
calm.
will win pretty big in Cleveland. I don't think the rain will be that much of a factor. It'll just be a light drizzle, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Those backup QBs always give the Niners trouble. Stidham, McCoy, Mariota. Sweet Caroline coming on in the student section. That's when you know you need to get the crowd hyped up. And
Under
hand off to
center snap.
Jackson, who goes nowhere. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's wrapped up. It's Marcus Hoffman again. He's been all over the place. That's a loss on the play of around 2.
Chris, what are your early Super Bowl predictions?
Early Super Bowl predictions, you know, it's week 6. I just feel like the Niners, don't want to say this is their year, but they just look so good. It'd be hard to see them not getting in their own way, not making a Super Bowl. It's your 2nd and 10. They go wildcat formation again. Jackson going nowhere. Gets out of
Breaks
that
the
tackle
tackle.
from Edwards. He's going to be
Goes out
wrapped
of
up for a
bounds.
huge loss there. Going to be 3rd and very long. That play was doomed from the beginning. You see the defensive impact of Caleb Edwards as well as offensive right there.
Yeah, my Super Bowl prediction is Niners and Bills. I think the Niners, I mean, they've shown they're the best team in the league so far. And even though, yes, Christian McCaffrey has been the MVP, I think it all comes from Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy fits this Niners system perfectly, and I think it'll lead them to a Super Bowl.
Here's 3rd and 18. Just going to go run here. NA going nowhere. Bounced off a tackle.
Stuffed.
Looked like that could have gone somewhere, but they'll punt.
And it'll be 4th down.
But other games in week 6, Giants versus Bills on Sunday Night Football. That is a snooze fest. 15 points is what Buffalo's favored by. You don't see that often. Lions versus Bucks. That'll be a great game. Bucks breaking out the creamsicle jerseys. I want to see
Ooh,
that. That's going to
wow.
look nice. Seahawks Bengals. That's probably the game of the week. And then Ravens Titans in London. And the Trojans are going to have nice field position to start this one. The Trojans had a nice drive going there before just having that pass behind Womack, who was pretty open. Just looking to rebound from that one and get some points on the board here as we approach 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Oak Ridge is down 2, so this is getting a little bit uncomfortable for them.
And you can see the Ozone's going crazy. The band's going crazy. Oak Ridge needs a touchdown here to carry this momentum throughout the 4th quarter.
We're going to motion Orme. Joaquin going to set
Screen.
up the screen. This is Womack. Makes a cut, makes a move. And he's brought down by Frank Cusano right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play right there. Looked like that could have gone somewhere, but
Yeah.
Frank Cusano just went in and blew it up.
Yeah, I like the play call. Get Jason Womack out on a bubble screen with some blockers. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough, obviously. But if there was, it could have been a broken play, gone for 15, 20 yards.
Frank Cusano is such an excellent defender for Granite Bay, so there's not much you can do there.
It'll be 2nd and 9, gain of 1
You get
on the 48-yard
one on the
line.
play right there.
And I think Granite Bay called a timeout.
Would have been. You see Frank Cusano going to the sideline. And they're going to bring in number 12, Santino Andrade.
2:18 left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Oak Ridge near midfield. Let's see what they can do.
Pass behind Joaquin Graves Mercado, who's going to roll out to his left.
Caleb.
Gonna fire one
Caleb.
to Edwards,
Caleb!
who's open. Down the sideline, he's going to walk
Let's
in.
go!
What a throw.
Caleb Edwards for the touchdown! Oak Ridge takes the lead.
What a play design there, and what a throw from Mercado. Perfectly down the sideline. That's why you target your big 4-star tight end. Caleb Edwards gives Oak Ridge the lead, 18-14.
What a drawn-out play, and the execution was beautiful as Oak Ridge takes an 18-14 lead with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
With how good Oak Ridge has played tonight on defense, this game very well could put it away almost. As Granite Bay just has not had much to show on offense. Had that pick six and that touchdown run, and that's all.
And Oak Ridge going for 2 here to make it a 6-point game.
Got that extra point blocked on the first touchdown, then missed the 2-point conversion on the second one. Where May comes in, a
Some
little bit of
confusion
hesitation.
here.
Motion struts. Joaquin to throw
Flag on the
flag
play.
down, lofting one back of the end zone.
Edwards
Edwards hauled
almost
it in,
caught it.
but he dropped it. See what the flag is. Going to be against Oak Ridge. They decline the penalty.
So even if Caleb caught it, he wouldn't have counted anyway.
And it'll stay a 4-point game with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this break. Hensley kicking this one away. And the ball right now suddenly very much so in the court of Granite Bay, as they're going to need to score here. They're going to have Carter Jackson return this kick. He's got some room, still going, breaking a tackle out to the 35. So Granite Bay, they definitely need points here because your offense, the running game's been humming, but you can't convert it into points. The drives have been stalling around midfield or the 40-yard line. So no 3-and-outs, but just haven't been able to get so many points here.
Yeah, Granite Bay has not scored in the third quarter, and there's only 2 minutes left. Let's see what they can do here. Hopefully, Oak Ridge can stop them and get the ball back. Continue that momentum from the Caleb Williams touchdown.
It's Carter Jackson running, stumbling for a gain of about 5 there. Well, we were talking to Granite Bay coach up on the top of the press box at halftime. He was talking about Carter Jackson and said, you haven't seen enough of him tonight. You haven't seen much of him tonight. Just waiting for him to get an explosive run. She's done it every game. Could come any minute now. Oak Ridge needs to be wary of that because he did not have that 46-yard touchdown run. That was NA.
Got a mixed
Wildcat
formation here.
It's NA.
Quarterback keeper.
Taking this one up the middle, making some cuts. Has a first down out across the 45. I gotta just point out how good Granite Bay has been tonight when you're running Wildcat formation virtually 70% of the plays.
Yeah,
It's worked for them.
it has.
Because they're in this game and their offense is working.
And as you and Mason said, the quarterback is a freshman, which is very surprising for a varsity. You
2 injuries
rarely
to the
ever see
quarterback.
that.
I was a freshman quarterback getting called up, and you don't see that often, but have NA playing quarterback again.
Another mixed coverage, press man and zone.
They delay the handoff there, and NA gets wrapped up behind the line. They thought they were going to Carter Jackson, but NA kept it. It goes nowhere there.
It'll be 2nd and 12 on the 43-yard line. Just about 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
They might let this one go all the way down to
Yeah,
the
they might.
end of the third. Oh, Trojans did that, and they called a play to be aggressive, which resulted in the pick 6.
Yeah,
So might learn
Unlucky.
from that, but appears that they're going to try to stop this one. Their quarterback in, but NA,
double handoff.
and this one's going nowhere.
Stuffed.
Gets just back to the line of scrimmage on that one. It'll be 3rd and long as we come back for the fourth quarter. Oak Ridge up 18-14. is facing a 3rd and long here. So it'll be 3rd and 12 for Granite Bay. They need to get some points on the board here. See if they draw up on 3rd and long. They haven't faced many situations like this all night because their run game has worked so well at getting short gains, not putting themselves in this situation.
As Oak Ridge leaves some space off the bottom receivers here. See if they can get a move in or not.
Bring pressure. They do. As time
Check
dumps
down.
it off to NA going nowhere.
And he'll get nothing.
They're gonna
4th
punt.
down.
No ball. Look, it might have gone
And
out,
Oak Ridge
but
is going nuts. 4th down. Up 4. Just at the start of the 4th. Let's see what Oak Ridge can do back on offense.
So 4th and 12, they're just going to punt this one away. Hoping for a turnover here if you're Granite Bay because that could turn the game. You could get in a positive field position and then get some points off that. Here's a kick. That was a loud punt.
High kick.
Anderson.
It's
Yeah, he
muffed.
lost the ball.
It's muffed.
Who's got it? Appears that Anderson fell on it.
Yeah, I think he got it back.
Ooh, that could have been dangerous
And he
right
did.
there. Wow.
Yeah, Oak Ridge is lucky right there that Granite Bay didn't recover that because they'd be on the 22, just outside the red zone, and that would change momentum a lot, but that didn't happen. Let's go, Oak Ridge. See what they can do here.
You need to protect the ball here and try to run some clock down. Driver, you're just converting a ton of 3rd downs. Work in their favors, obviously. Taking time off the clock. They're going to go. Here's May. Trying to try the middle, but nothing doing there. A gain of about 2. These Granite Bay defenders, they're just going to be relentlessly ripping for that ball here because they need that turnover.
2nd and 7 on their 25. Just under 11 minutes left in the 4th.
So here's 2nd and 7, motioning Malloy.
Play action.
Joaquin throwing on play action.
He's pointing downfield,
On
but he
some
takes
man
it with his
deep.
legs.
And takes a huge hit out of
Whoa!
bounds. It's going to be a late hit.
That's going to be a
Get the
flag,
field to
15-yard penalty.
Can't hit a quarterback like that.
No, you can't, especially when he's out of bounds. That was way too late of a hit. And that'll be a 15-yard personal penalty on the Grizzlies, as Oak Ridge gets an automatic 1st down. Wow, and that changes a lot.
They're gonna have
As
the
it was
ball
going to
up
be
at
like
at around midfield.
3rd and 5, and now it's 1st and 10 on the 46.
Granite Bay, they can allow field goals here, nothing more. Even a field goal would be pushing it. Keene takes the snap. This is where May, trying to run up the middle, gets to around midfield.
4 or 5 yards. And it'll be 4 yards. 2nd and 6 on midfield.
He's 2nd in short or medium situations. Coach Taylor loves them. He just allows you to open up your playbook. When you can avoid 3rd and long, it's huge. Here's Womack going around the end. He slips
And
a
he breaks the
tackle and has
tackle.
a 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for Oak Ridge.
And that's a great run there as this clock will continue to run.
Yes, letting that clock chew. Considering Womack stayed in bounds and the clock will run. And that is exactly what Oak Ridge wants to see.
Zorme up the middle. Picks up around 5. Into Grizzly territory. And sets up second and medium. You got to give a shout out to this band every time. They bring the energy.
Yes, I do. Yeah, every dead moment, the band's going wild.
They've always been excellent unit. Just as good as this football team.
Another
Here's
screen to
on the
Womack.
Screen. Here's Womack. Has some room and a first down.
Another
out of
Oak
bounds.
Ridge first down.
We'll stop the clock, though.
First and 10 on the 31-yard line with 8:25 to go. As the Ozone is going crazy with Bruno Mars.
There's Orme trying to break a tackle. He picks up just around a yard there. You know, in the fourth quarter, they changed their music taste.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of softer songs. When I Was Your Man, that gets everyone emotional.
Second and 8, inching closer and closer to the red zone.
This is a methodical drive right here.
Yes, it is.
They took around 4 minutes off the clock so far and counting.
Joaquin keeps
rolling
it.
out, going to throw. And that's a beautiful
That's a
throw into
dart.
a tight window. Right
Yeah, it
there
was.
for Nolan King.
And he stayed in
That's Jaden
bounds.
Anderson on the outside. It's a first down and a nice gain there inside the red zone. Touchdown could put this game away.
He got pushed backwards out of bounds, but the clock keeps moving in that case.
Know
So
that from
just
that
under 7.
Niners
35.
Cowboys game last year. The final drive
Yeah.
was a hit like that, kept the clock running, set us up for that beautiful final play from Ezekiel Elliott at center. So it's a new set of downs at the Granite Bay 19-yard line.
As Oak Ridge is in the red zone.
It's Womack trying to go around the end. He's dragged out of bounds.
Oh,
and a
that's
huge
another
hit there
one!
and another flag.
Another
Half the distance to the goal. Oak Ridge will get this ball at the 10.
unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And that'll be, will that be 15? I think it will.
They've been getting frustrated. You just can't hit guys like that or drag them out of bounds.
No, it'll be half distance to the goal line.
So ball at the, looks like 10-yard line, or 9-yard line, 8.5. Touchdown could really put this game away right here.
First and goal for Oak Ridge.
I don't think they'd go for 2 here.
Trying to make it
Here's
a
Orme
10-point
up the
game.
middle, and he does
And
just
they
that.
do! Touchdown,
Oak Ridge.
Orme.
Orme, second of the night, and his 14th of the season right there. And it's 24-14.
And they take a 10-point lead,
And they're
as I
just gonna
said.
kick the extra point, make it 11-point lead.
That's a game changer.
7 minutes left on the clock, so
As now it's a 2-possession game.
Oak Ridge looking to just, that could have been the dagger, just put this one away.
Extra point here.
Picks up, and
That's good. 11-point game here.
14, Oak Ridge up 11. They were down 14-0 at one point. 25 unanswered for Oak Ridge. We're going to take a little break.
What a game.
So Oak Ridge up 11 points here on Granite Bay. They have fought their way back valiantly from being down 14-0 at one point. Here's Hensley kicking this one away. It's desperation time for Granite Bay here. You need points on this drive.
Deep kick from Oak Ridge. Granite Bay does not return.
So you got the ball here. You're down 11. You might work into the field goal range and just take your chances. Kick the field goal nice and easy. And then give the ball back to Oak Ridge. Trust your defense.
You waste less time doing that
For
as
sure.
well.
And then try to get the touchdown and 2-point conversion. First and 10
One
at
high
the
safety
20-yard
for Oak
line.
Ridge.
We're going to start here.
Scrambles
Under
out.
pressure. He's going to run.
Oh, he gets
And
wrapped
gets
up.
dragged down by Hoffman. That was Edwards. And someone's down for Oak Ridge. Motioning over and take a look at it. And we'll step aside for this injury break. An injured player for Oak Ridge gets up. It's your 2nd and 8. They picked up 2 on the QB keeper there. They set up the screen. Carter Jackson trying to
Shut
slip
down.
through that tackle from Nolan King, and he can't. He only gets about a yard there.
Oak Ridge read that, blew it up.
Pressure for Oak Ridge has been relentless.
And it's already 3rd down and 8
Everyone.
with just under 6.5 minutes to go. If they get a stop right here, this might be the dagger for Oak Ridge.
There's
The
6
dagger that
minutes
they've
to go,
been
so
wanting.
They could just get the ball and run the clock down. Assuming no turnovers, they could end the game. The stop right here. You have to assume Granite Bay's going to have to go for it on 4th. Going to roll him out. He's going to throw. He used it downfield. He's out of bounds. He caught that, but out of bounds. So 4th and 7. They bring the punt team on.
And they will punt, yeah.
Granite Bay, their only hope right here is a turnover.
It just wouldn't make sense to go for it. They're on the 23. If they don't get it,
Certainly
it's definitely game over.
The second half has gone by a lot faster than the first one did. Only an hour, if not less. And there's the punt. Anderson receives
They're
at
caught.
37. Good field positions for the Trojans to start and try to put this one away.
Trojans 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line. As the offense comes out. And really all Oak Ridge needs to do here is get a couple first downs, run the clock down, and they should be set.
Just under 6 minutes to go in the game. 5:45. Here's Orme up the middle. They're just going to run the clock here. Granite Bay not using one of their 3 timeouts yet.
if you're enjoying the stream, we'll be here next week against Whitney.
That'll be in Whitney.
That'll be in
And
Whitney.
we'll be calling the game on Game Mic. It's in the Emotions. You can download the free Game Mic app. Get live audio of high school sports here in California.
That'll be a fun one.
So in the SFL tonight, you have this game, and then you have Del Oro at Rockland. That's a good game. Rockland, number 31 in California. Oak Ridge, number 30 in California. So those two teams will meet October 27th here in El Dorado Hills. That'll be an excellent game. We've got Whitney at Folsom, which Folsom 90th in the country. Probably not going to be close at all. Probably not close. Time ticking away here, 4:18 to go. Oak Ridge facing a third down. They get this one here. Take a lot of time off the clock.
Ooh, man, talk about Whitney. Right now they're in the third quarter losing to Folsom 56-12.
Man, that's a Folsom beatdown right there.
Yeah, that is.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8. Penalty on Oak Ridge for a false start.
On the 41. 3:35 left
And
to go.
another whistle.
Oh, that's a timeout for Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge timeout. 3:37 left in the game.
Oak Ridge is 6-1 overall right now, hoping to improve to 7-1.
7-1, and then they play Whitney, who in the SFL it's a strong league, but Whitney is at the bottom. They were at the bottom last year, so Oak Ridge could be looking at a win in Whitney next week. And then you have Rockland here, October 27th. That'll be senior night. We'll be broadcasting that game here on Trojan Pride Sports Marketing. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. That'll be an excellent game.
The Oak Ridge side going wild, as always.
And the Ozone has stayed here. There's a little bit of an exodus in the first half, the end of the first half. Now they've stayed here for the end of the game. It's gone pretty fast. At 3:37.
If they win this game, Oak Ridge will have a 2-game win streak as they ruin Granite Bay's 4-game win streak.
So there's Orme getting wrapped up in the backfield, but you know, Granite Bay 4-game win streak. They played two very tough teams, Manteca and Pittsburgh, who they lost to.
Timeout,
Won their
Oak Ridge.
season opener, and then 4 games in a row to get to the 5-2 record, which dropped to 5-3 after tonight, barring a miracle. But again, these SFL games always tough. SFL is the best league in Northern California, for sure. Not just football, but all sports. Speaking of that, we'll have volleyball on Thursday. Oak Ridge versus Folsom. That's senior night. We'll be there. You can catch us on Trojan Pride Sports Marketing.
Yeah, that'll be a fun
6
one.
p.m. start. Oak Ridge Folsom, always a big rivalry in every sport.
Yeah. Yeah, and as fall sports come to an end, we have winter sports, soccer, basketball, some of my favorites.
Basketball, always fun to call. Soccer.
As
Catch
Oak
all
Ridge
those games
punch
here.
Oh, he muffed it!
Lost it. And nothing
And
but
that'll
green
be
grass
picked
ahead
up
for
by
Oak
Oakridge.
And it's Andrew Strutz taking this one in for a touchdown.
Let's go!
And that's the dagger. Right
dagger.
there.
That's definitely the dagger. As Oak Ridge will go up 31-14. Andrew Strutz with the recovery. And as we both said, that was the dagger for Oak Ridge. And that was the dagger that they were looking for.
So it's 31-14. They're going to kick the extra point here. Or they might not call it a touchdown. Doesn't appear that they're ruling it a touchdown. They're just going to give the ball back to Oak Ridge, which in turn just gives them the ball here with 3 minutes left. And they can just burn the clock.
It must have been called down. That's okay, though. Oak Ridge still got a turnover. But what a play by Strutz. To find that loose ball, pick it up, and unfortunately didn't score. But still, what a play. As the Oak Ridge offense marches onto the field, 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line, with about 3:15 left to go in the game.
Just going to burn the clock here. First down or two, but end it.
Yep. As you can see, 6 is wide open. No one covering him.
Could have been dangerous. And they go his way.
And he does
Anderson,
And
the
that's a
outside,
catch.
makes a nice catch for a first down. Oh, they saw that. Joaquin saw that. He wanted to take advantage of it. They
you
brought
can
a
see
defender
Jaden
there
Anderson
in
just,
time,
hey, I'm here. He was wide. And they got a first down.
But a first down, clock continues to run. Granite Bay not using their timeouts.
Oh, did they not? It must be second and 1 on the 20.
Second one, so no first down, but
Still a great play. And he stayed in bounds. What a play. Tight gunch bun.
gonna go to where May. He's not gonna get that first down. That clock will still run though. Take it past 2 minutes. There's no 2-minute warning in high school football. I learned that last year. You know, the NFL, they just need that money. Same with college football. They don't have a 2-minute warning. That commercial break money that the NFL gets from the 2-minute warning is very significant. So that's why they have it, even though it's essentially useless.
I like the
College
tight gun
doesn't
bunch
use it.
formation that Oak Ridge uses. With one receiver outside, no receiver outside, just blockers and tight ends, fullback, halfback in the backfield.
This is certainly going to be a run right here because
Up
you
the
said
middle,
no one in the
Womack.
backfield. No receiver set. And it looks like Womack got the first down.
He got it.
It's going to end it here. They can just take a knee on
First
this one.
down.
Victory formation. They celebrate winning on homecoming night, getting revenge on Granite Bay. They're spoiling homecoming 2 years ago.
As Oak Ridge homecoming night is tomorrow from 8 to 10 p.m. That'll be very exciting. Very fun.
The dance for like 5 minutes, people are there, then everyone leaves.
And they will continue to run the clock down.
It's 1st and 10. I'm not going to take a knee on this one. I don't know. Are they going to do what Miami did? There's Orme picking up about 4 yards there, and now you can just take a knee on this one.
Orme down to the
Put a
11.
close on it.
Just under a minute left in this game. And this will be a win for Oak Ridge. Good win, advances to 7-1 on the season, ruining the Granite Bay's 4-game win streak. And now Oak Ridge has a little 2-game win streak of its own.
And Oak Ridge in good position to finish this season 9-1. Only loss being to Folsom. They're going to have a tough game against Rockland, then a road game against Whitney next week that we'll be calling. Joaquin Graves Mercado officially puts a close on this one. Trojans going to take this one tonight, 25-14 over Granite Bay. 2-game winning streak over Granite Bay for them. They beat them last year, 17-16. This time ticks down. And it's a good start for homecoming weekend for Oak Ridge as they get the win here tonight.
What a win for Oak Ridge. Down 14-0, 25 unanswered points. Clinical second half win. 25-14 Oak Ridge. Let's go.
Some of the top performers for Oak Ridge. Eric Orme, 2 touchdowns. He has 14 on the season. Jaden Anderson with that beautiful deep ball from Joaquin Graves Mercado. Has a receiving touchdown, made some nice catches on the outside.
Man, he's good.
And on the Granite Bay side of things, Isaiah Ene had himself an incredible performance with a 46-yard touchdown run and a pick 6 and another near interception. So Oak Ridge getting the win over their rivals Granite Bay tonight, 25-14. I'm Chris Maffio, Merce Delgado doing color, Mason Johnson doing color in the first half and on computer, Merce also on computer, Ryan Angeletti, Woden Champ, Logan Takeo on camera. On behalf of our entire crew, have a good night and a good rest of your weekend.
We'll see you in Rockland.